Raya and the Last Dragon, now streaming on Disney Plus via Premier Access, also in theaters as well, in areas where it is open and safe to go. You can see it in the theater as well. And it's felt like a long time, I'll say this, since Disney has gifted us a new original property and not a regurgitated live action remake. It's felt like a long time, kind of, because it has. And Raya and Sisu are likely to join Moana and Elsa as staple characters of the contemporary Disney canon. And that's good. And I think that's a really good thing. There are a lot of different extractable themes and directions you can take from this movie. And I'm kind of interested to see where we go. So I'm going to take a back seat to start things off. Dom, start us off with Raya and the Last Dragon. General thoughts.
General thoughts. Yeah. So the price point here being a premiere film that you had to pay for on top of your subscription really was something. Actually, correct me. Do you have to? Let's say you don't have anything Disney Plus. Do you have to buy the subscription first and then pay on top of that? So it's not even that I just want to watch Raya. I just want to watch this movie. I don't want the subscription. You still have to buy the subscription.
Yes, you do. You still have to get the subscription.
Gosh, okay, wow. Okay. Still, it is an incredible honor to see, to get this exclusive premiere access to a concept for a TV show. I'm really, really honored that Disney allowed the population to some insight into that. And I cannot wait for this concept, really well done concept, to take off and become a full-fledged multi-season TV show to give it the proper breathing room that its characters, its story, and its themes deserve. Because there is no way that this film, like, holy crap, dude, like, the exposition in this film was something else. It was just 10 minutes of throwing an encyclopedia at my face, which, as someone who loves that stuff, right? I love engaging in that. I love Star Wars Legends expanded canon universe. I love Mass Effect. I like Halo, clearly sci-fi, as you can tell, but still, up and down, I love that stuff. But no, really. And it was amazing just how hard this movie was kind of trying to be the Last Airbender. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm not even a big fan of one, but so just general thoughts. It was really dense, not like intellectually, but like dense in terms of everything it was trying to be. And it was trying so hard to do all these things with character development, funny moments, the classic life lessons and all that stuff, which is fine. Every Disney Pixar movie is going to have that at some point, but like just the rapid pace. I love watching speed runs, dude. This felt like a speed run of an RPG, like Knights of the Old Republic. I'm not joking. Like, I forgot what the world record is on that game, but like it was amazing. And like, it really sucks because I did have like a soft spot for this movie once I got to the second half of it, when it's like, okay, we have a little bit of breathing room, and like, there is some cool stuff happening here. With some of the acting and the theme, the visuals are top notch, and I would like to spend more moments on that later. But like, just overall, this was going 1,000 miles per minute, it felt like, and I was practically out of it. It really took me out of it, because it's like, geez, this is trying so hard. So
I was gonna say, I did not expect you to take it there. I could kind of agree. That's not my main beef with it, truthfully. What I will say though, that's not my main beef at all, actually. Sure. And because I did enjoy this movie. It's good, not great. It's not without its flaws. But I will say this though, the funny thing too is that the movie is not terribly complicated. Like, watching it, I never was lost. But like, when I sat down to write the review later, and I had to, like, we don't do plot synopses really on here, but like, we kind of talk around it and, maybe give a little bit of insight. But like, when I was like writing the review, I was like, this plot's kind of a bitch to relay. Like, it's
Yeah.
not hard when you're
Yeah.
watching it unfold, but like, you know, and then it also I was like, I'm trying to explain what the hell the Droon is, even though I don't really know what the hell the Droon is, you know, and then, you know, and there's a lot that does happen because you get like a prologue, then you get 500 years later, then you get 6 years later. There's a lot that happens in the opening minutes. Joe, continue on with your thoughts.
No, I want to say, and we'll probably take an intermission once I like kind of wrap up my opening here. Dom, I completely agree with you when it comes to just like the movie was a speed run of a film. Like,
Yeah.
it like, the movie just goes by like this. It's just like the movie doesn't take time. It's like, wait, what even, like a character I remember literally asked, wait, what does that even mean? And it's like almost the character's like, we don't have time to explain. We got to keep moving. We have to get to the next point. And it's just like, oh, dude, like I actually want to take time and like spend time with this world because other than that, I did have a good time watching this movie. I'm like Steve. It's good. It's not great though. But like this to me was a very refreshing movie to get from Disney. It's a Disney princess that doesn't sing, actually like carries her own weight, can fight, doesn't need a guy to come and save her and everything, which is just refreshing to see off the bat array with these Disney princesses. The animation is beautiful, and I actually went to go see this in theaters, surprisingly enough. And it looks amazing on the big screen. I had it on Disney Plus as well, and I was gonna watch it there, and I literally got a text message last minute that one of my friends is going to go see it, and I decided to tag along with them to see how theaters are doing and everything. And visuals on the big screen, it looked great. It's a beautiful looking film, even on the small screen. I went home and I rewatched a few scenes that I saw on a theater screen. I was like, I wonder how this compares to TV, and it still looks really good. But Dom brings up probably like the best thing about it is that this totally does feel like a pilot for what might eventually become a TV show on Disney Plus or just Disney in general. And I'm all for it because for a pilot, it's actually pretty good. It needs more room to breathe. It needs to realize stuff more. I feel like the only characters that really get any development, and don't get me wrong, I thought all the characters were fine and the voice acting was done very well from everybody. But the only characters that really do develop is Raya and Sisu. Like their relationship together, like as they go on this journey because like they are with each other from the start, and everybody else they pick up along the way, you just get like a general basic knowledge about them, and they're interesting and it's cool. Like I love the idea that they're all from different aspects of these tribes that basically are from this world. You know, you have your Air Nation, you have your Fire Nation, you have your Earth Kingdom, like they do in Avatar. Like you just have that plus one more. They have an extra one. They're like, okay, we have 4 kingdoms. It's like somebody said, you know, Avatar also has 4 kingdoms. We got 5 kingdoms. Like it's very much like a general like idea of that I wish you can explore more because the idea of it and what they showed off so far is really interesting. They just don't spend time with it. It's very much like we got to keep this moving and going along. Now that being said, it's a fun time. The action in this movie, and I love when animation decides to do action. Like Adventures of Tintin, I think has some of the coolest action sequences I've ever seen in a movie. There's like a one-shot action sequence where they're chasing some cylinder object, and the camera stays focused on this object while the characters are in the background fighting over it. It's like you can only
underrated
do that.
As hell movie.
Underrated as hell
too. Series.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for that damn sequel from Peter Jackson or Spielberg, whoever decides to direct it. And it's like we never get to see action done in animation often. And it was great to see it done here and done really well too. I love the way that like they kind of mimic handheld camera action scenes when people are fighting. I love that they actually give room. You can clearly see what happens, and it helps enhance the visuals even more. Like when there's sword fighting going on between Raya and her friend, well not her friend, but like her nemesis in this movie. I was literally like those moments actually had me on the edge of my seat. I'm like, okay, this is like the action in this movie is actually very well done. But damn, it's all spectacle, all like looking at the visuals and everything, and great characters and even some good comedy. But like when it comes down to the story, they didn't spend time there, as well as even the world too. I felt like you couldn't even build the world a little bit better.